Hello everyone, welcome to this live stream. Here in part 2 of animating a 2D character in Blender. So this is where we left off in part 1. So first, let's go to edit mode and move these two circles into a new layer and call it IE, eyes inside. Okay, now let's color them. So use the fill tool, solid fill, now select this two circles and in edit mode right click and arrange send to back. Make sure to also color eyes. Another way to color things is to select them in edit mode, shift D to duplicate them, then set the transform pivot point to individual origins, scale them a bit, right click, assign material, solid fill. Now you could also arrange a set to back, and using thin brush you could change their color. Great. Now let's select a red color for the font. And also add a new palette. And add it to this palette. Let's also add the eyes color. This time I'm using the draw tool with solid fill material. Now move map layers keyframes forward on the timeline. And try to cover this empty area here. It looks great. Now, select these keyframes again and move them backward on the timeline. Let's also color the body. Right, set to back. There's a problem here that when the eyes are closed, you can still see these two circles which are supposed to be inside the eyes. So to fix it, go to modifier properties, add a modifier of time offset. Mode, set it to fixed frame. Influence eyes. And now select eyes layers, keyframes, and move them backward on the timeline. Now duplicate this time offset modifier. This time set the layer to eyes inside. Now right click on frame, copy as new driver, and now right click on frame of the second time offset modifier and paste driver. Also move eyes inside layers, keyframe, one frame backward on the timeline. And just mirror these keyframes like I did so. And problem solved. Next thing is that we want to be able to move and transform these two circles. So go to Object Data Properties, Transform, and here when you have the layer eyes inside selected, you can see that you can move them. And the great thing about this is that if I add a new workspace of animation, here I have a graph editor, and if I go to Object Data Properties, transform and add a keyframe, and then another keyframe. You can see that the keyframes show up here, making the editing super easy. This looks great. But there's another problem that you can see that eyes these two circles go outside eyes, but they're not supposed to. So enable masks and eyes. And now you can see that they stay inside eyes. But there's another problem that this area should be black, not the same color as the eyes. And to fix it, go to edit mode, eyes, when you have these two outlines selected, move them to a new layer, call it eyes outline, and move it above eyes inside. Another problem solved. Now let's also add another time offset modifier, mode fixed frame, and influence layer mouth. And now you can open and close the mouth. But if you accidentally added a keyframe, for frame here, and you made the mouth disappear, just go to Graph Editor, open up Side Panel, Modifiers, add a modifier of limits. Make sure you have frame time offsets selected and set minimum Y. I'm going to set it to -3 and it works. It looks great. Time for arms and legs. So select them, move them back a bit. And now color them. First, add solid fill material. In edit mode, duplicate them, assign material, solid fill, arrange set to back, and now in draw mode, use tint, to change their color. let's turn off auto IQ for now and add a new grease pencil object. Set it to blank and now select this grease pencil object, which contains the body, eyes and the mouth. Now let's go to object data properties, mouth, click on layer specials and copy layer to object. Copy it to the new grease pencil object that you've created. Add a modifier, time offset, fixed frame. Can delete that other layer. Add a keyframe. In frame 0. Then a modifier, minimum of limits, then set the minimum y. I'm going to set it to -3, and I have an auto lip sync tutorial on my channel, atusa.colors, that you can watch it and automatic lip sync this new object, grease pencil object. And to switch between these two methods, which this one you're going to use it for automatic lip sync, and this one you're going to animating manually. Let's select the first mouth, add a keyframe for blend. Now let's set it to subtract. But if it didn't work, what you can do is to animate its opacity. And this is it for part 2. In part 3, I'll show you how to rig arms and legs. Thanks for watching this live stream. Please subscribe to my channel, Autistic Colors. Follow me on Instagram and also join my Discord channel. Links to them are in the description. Goodbye!